Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to part 2 of your reading for the week, or for February 2022. This is part 1. We've already covered this, and you can find this also. You can find part 1 linked up down below. So we're just going to go through here and clarify this. With that teardrops card, you have this tankard card. It says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Like I said, in the last reading, I felt like this part 2 was going to be much better, especially with this card that doesn't want to focus. So I feel like there are a lot of improvements coming in for you, obviously, Taurus, and it's because you're healing from the past. Like I said, a pretty simple reading. You know, the first time. These readings usually don't get a lot of views. I don't know why, but maybe because it's not like, your ex is crying every single night in the corner without you. But, I don't know. I still feel like these readings are important when they have to do with deep personal change. Probably more important than your stupid ex, right? For those people that are only interested in that. But what I would say here is that, this is like a deep personal transformation that you're undergoing because of that Tower card and the Lovers. At the end, it's like this is, the Lovers, you could say is love, but I really feel like this is more about your personal relationships. I feel like this is more about, again, you seeing a reflection in something. Again, we see this in the astrology because of Uranus and Taurus, and Mercury is retrograde squaring Uranus and Taurus in the month of January. It goes direct, February 3rd or whatever. Mercury does, and Uranus is now direct. But again, Uranus has to do with your values. The Lovers also has to do with your values, Taurus. So to me, this looks like, a change in your value system, which pretty much everybody's undergoing, but definitely because of Uranus in your sign, it's happening on a much deeper level. With the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles glowing up, realizing that you only need yourself with this Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, as I always say, is not toxic independence. It is, positive independence. She doesn't need anyone else necessarily because she has the Six Pentacles over here and Three Pentacles over here. But it's more like balance. She can take care of herself, and she understands that, but she's also willing to give these Three Pentacles away to any situation in her life. That could be love, that could be business, that could be friends. So it's like she understands that she needs to keep enough for herself, and she understands that she can't give away too much. Those pentacles don't have to be money. That can be energy, time, effort, pretty much anything that you're doing with other people. So again, I think a lot of people read her as independence, which is great, but that doesn't mean you're alone, and that doesn't mean you're not working with other people. It means you understand that you have to keep enough for yourself, and that's what it really means. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles. So, Four of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles and just everything that's going on here. It's like maybe you thought you were going to build something with another person. It's kind of funny because it's like I see it like as a graph in my head, like a bar graph, that's going down. For a lot of you, the number one bar that I'm seeing is business. So it's like maybe you thought you were going to build a business with another person, or this could also be where you've learned a lot of lessons as far as your interpersonal relationships are concerned. Is like in really, I feel like what you've learned is how to take the lead. I mean, just look, Two of Wands right here as your center card. The Two of Wands is a card of leadership and taking the lead, being a leader, making decisions on your own, which is very scary because it's like if things fail, then it's all on you. But at the same time, it's almost like you're learning how to shoulder these big responsibilities. With the Hierophant, you have the Three of Swords. Like I said, I think this is just more of the sadness that's coming from maybe like the loss of friendship in the past, which again, we see in your astrology. It makes perfect sense to me. With that Wedge card, we have August. So something could be happening for you around the month of August, around the time of August. Let's see, what can we use this card? We have the Ear, and it says good news. So there could be good news coming in for you in the month of August. I like to see that. With the Three of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. I kind of feel what's dead, done, over with is waiting. I think you need to kind of like move on to new situations. I think you need to be bold, be assertive, kind of move on to these new lands that we see on the Two of Swords, which I really feel this reading is encouraging you to do. We said this in the first reading. It's going to require you to kind of like take the lead with that Two of Wands, which again is very scary. Yes, I understand, but it's like sometimes we just have to do it, right? With the Two of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands. It's probably something you've tried before, Taurus. I'm pretty sure I always say the same thing to you. That some of you, it's like you could be starting a business and you've tried to do it in the past. Could even be getting into a relationship as well. It's like you could be opening back up to love, or you could even be opening back up to allowing like new friends into your life. And the Nine of Wands says you've tried it before, and now you're trying maybe for one last time. You're trying one last time with the Nine of Wands. You're going to try again. So I kind of feel that you are going to try again with that Nine of Wands. Let's see. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands. How funny is that? I literally just said how you are like learning how to shoulder burdens. And there you go. Ten of Wands, shouldering burdens, carrying a heavy weight. And he's about to reach this village that's over here. So it's like he's about to release his burdens. He's about to let things go. But I always say the Ten of Wands isn't necessarily a bad card. It's like, yeah, he's carrying a lot of burdens. Yeah, he's dealing with all these heavy weights. But is it a bad thing? Probably not. It's like responsibilities aren't always a bad thing. Sometimes they're a good thing, especially with that Ten of Wands. Finally here with this teapot, you have the Eagle. It says triumph over obstacles. What does it say? Triumph over troubles and obstacles, I should say. So I feel you are kind of like flying over obstacles with this eagle spirit card. Definitely, or whatever you want to call it. Could just be an eagle. I don't think it's a spirit, but there you go. Could be. Some of you. I feel like maybe you have an eagle that's a guide or something. I want to see what this card is too. Yeah, you have this love card as well coming up. So for some of you, there could be love coming in for you. With the Two of Swords, you have the Five of Pentacles. This is the fear right here, Five of Pentacles. I feel that you are fearing being left out in the cold if you take the lead on something. With the Two of Wands as well. In this whole going this way, it's like the Five of Pentacles is the fear, the worry, the doubts, the thinking that things can't work out, thinking that things won't work out, having been left out in the cold. Remember what I said in your first reading? It's almost like this reading is saying that you're healing from a trauma that you've experienced, or maybe something you were born with, right? Sometimes we're born with certain traumas, and I feel like you're healing from those things. And the thing with the Five of Pentacles is that, trauma is hard to heal in the first place. It's like some people get stuck, at much younger ages because of it. And this is not a criticism. I'm just, saying it's very, very hard to move past. Five of Pentacles, there really is no good solution with the Five of Pentacles because it just says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. That's the best way to heal. With the Lovers in the Tower, you have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, like wanting things to change. I'm going to pull an extra row for you here, Taurus, because I just want to see where this is going. It's like King of Pentacles is you. It's your energy coming up in a very strong position. It's funny that I said that I was seeing the Tower as like a reflection. I said this in your first reading where it's almost like you're maybe seeing a reflection other people. You're seeing maybe the trauma, or maybe you're seeing something about other people that you see in yourself. And this is causing this deep personal change. The King of Pentacles is like, what's on the other side? I feel like that's a question he's asking, especially with that Two of Swords. It's like, when I make this change, then what? So let's see. With the Temperance card, you have the Star. So definitely healing again. Pretty like I said, this is a very obvious reading to me, just intuitively putting this all together. So I feel like it's just kind of like you healing, which is good. The Star is definitely the right direction. I do want to see like what's on the other side. I just got to chill. Just saying that. So what is on the other side here? Let's pull this card as well. You have the Sacred Ibis card. It says learning on it. So I do feel that you could be undergoing some deep learning, especially because you have the Hierophant in the reading as well. The Hierophant can represent kind of learning things on a deeper level, all that other good stuff. So I like that. But let's see here. You have the Sun. Are you kidding me? So a lot of happiness, definitely a lot of celebration energy as well. You have that Tankard card, which again, it says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. And this is the card of letting your inner child out, which I have talked about a lot because I think by the time, we get a few years into the future, a lot of people will be probably more childlike in a good way. I don't mean like people are going to be immature. I mean, people are going to just be more relaxed, more go with the flow, more curious, more open to discovery, and more open to the, curiosity and things like that. Next, you have the Seven of Cups. I do feel like you need to focus, especially in this middle row, but the Seven of Cups says focus exactly on what you do want. And in this row, you have this Target card over here, and this Target says a goal-oriented person. I feel the Seven of Cups is saying you need to focus on one thing that you want and you'll get it. And finally, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of stability. You have the Four of Pentacles as your second card, the clarifying cards. And the Four of Pentacles is a card of stability, but it is a card of like leaving a comfort zone. He is where he has always been. Not only that, I always say he kind of reminds me of Greg Braden. Greg Braden says when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. So I feel for a lot of you, this is talking about kind of like getting your vibration right with that Four of Pentacles. I want to clarify this and see. Let's go deeper. With the Sun, you have the Knight of Swords, rushing towards happiness. Good energy coming in for you with the Sun. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is good news. And again, you have that good news card. You have that ear card in August. So there could be good news around the August time frame. That doesn't mean good things aren't going to happen for you now. I just think there could be something to pay attention to like around that August time frame. And with the Four of Pentacles, you have the Strength card. Strength is a card of patience, but it's also a card of like working towards something every single day. So I do feel like a lot of you are going to have to work towards, maybe you're working towards happiness or you're working on healing kind of like every single day. I love this Sun and the Star together. They're both coming up one after the other. And to me, this is like fame and fortune. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be famous, but really good for attention. And so is the Strength card as well. So it's like if you're trying to get, and so is the Nine of Wands also. They're all kind of connected. You know, if you look at it this way, it's like we go down Nine of Wands to the Star, the Strength card, and then the Sun is the next card. There could be a lot of positive attention coming in for you. I feel like that's kind of like the trauma that needs to be healed. It might not be trauma. It might just be a little bit of a bugaboo, whatever you want to call it, inside of you where it's like maybe you're afraid if you get attention and then you're going to have to take the lead and like all these things are going to happen. It's like I think if you can get over that, you know, you could be starting like a new project, building relationships, whatever. It looks pretty interesting is what I will say here, Taurus. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, Taurus, and definitely enjoy your week.